I would kind of have one behind the cedars and on both sides of the window shutters that's shining straight up, so it's really just kind of grazing the siding of the house and really make this whole backdrop stand up on both sides. I think that would look really good if you were to do that. I think over on this side I would probably still use those brighter intensity ones. I think what I would do here though is I would almost have them underneath the windows because I want to kind of match what we're going to do over here. So here I'd have them on the side where the shutter is because I really want to highlight the entryway. Hey guys, it's Cal from The Lighting Doctor here. I hope you guys enjoy this video with some more great landscape lighting tips. To learn more about landscape lighting, go and check out our website at lightingdoctor.ca. Or if you want to see what a real quality landscape light should look like, go and check out our Try It Before You Buy It offer, where you can get a premium quality fixture at a discounted rate with your very own battery pack, so you can go and test out how that light's going to look and feel what a real premium quality light should look like. So go and check us out at lightingdoctor.ca, or go watch more videos on YouTube just by searching for The Lighting Doctor. Hey, Jeff, thanks for your email and your pictures. I think you're definitely on the right track. I'll give you just a couple ideas here. I mean, I definitely want to highlight the front of the house here, depending how much room here. The one thing too is because you have some of this higher second story peaks, what you will want to do is rather than just a standard uplight like this guy here, you want to use something a little bit brighter. These come, and most uplights come with a standard, what they'll call a 20 watt halogen equivalent lamp, which is a 4 watt LED lamp. But for those areas in front of the house, you probably want to upgrade to a 35 watt equivalent, which is actually a 5 watt LED lamp. And the reason being is because it's just going to do a better job of pushing that light higher up. What I would do is I'd probably actually have 4 across the front here. I would kind of have one behind the cedars and on both sides of the window shutters that's shining straight up, so it's really just kind of grazing the siding of the house and really make this whole backdrop stand up on both sides. I think that would look really good if you were to do that. I think over on this side I would probably still use those brighter intensity ones. I think what I would do here though is I would almost have them underneath the windows because I want to kind of match what we're going to do over here. So here I'd have them on the side where the shutter is because I really want to highlight the entryway, and then kind of the corner here. And then over here I think if you had them under the window, that's just kind of shining up and grazing the front facade would be really good. So you basically have 6 across the front here. And then on this side I would use an uplight as well. Same theme as over here, just kind of under the windows. And just remember, the key is not to bring them out here and shine them in the windows. You're going to have them fairly close to the house, maybe 12-18 inches back or so, and have them shining more upright, which is just a good rule of thumb for any uplighting that you're going to do. And then over here I would use that same light, but here's where I would just use a 4 watt LED. So the 20 watt equivalent, I would have it under both windows, so it just kind of highlights the backdrop here. So that's what I would do there. I think definitely on this flag, just with flag sticks, I would probably use another one of those 35 watt equivalent ones. It's just going to do a better job from experience of highlighting the flag, which is really what you're trying to do. A lot of times people will try and use a very narrow bulb on it, but then the flag's got to be just in the right position. I prefer to use something a little bit brighter with still a wide angle, so that wherever that flag is blowing, I'm still going to kind of highlight it. So that's what I would do there, is the same uplight that you would have over here, I would have it over here. And then on these 2 taller trees, same thing. I would still use that same brighter one, because the more you can push the light up into that canopy, the better. Obviously it's very thick, so you're going to lose a lot of that. But I think what I would probably do here, and you can just play with the viewing angle a little bit. That one of the nice things that whenever you get a kit with us, it comes with something called an Instalight, and I don't have it here, but basically what it is, it's basically this little battery pack that you can actually plug the light into, and then you can go and place that light in the ground, plug it into the battery pack, and see how it looks at night and exactly where you want it. My initial thought would probably be to kind of get the lights on the outside here. So over here that's shining up, again, not too far from the canopy, maybe somewhere in here that's shining upright. And then over here, I might even want to do this one, I think, from the garage side, because then, like you said, I think you could throw some path and garden lights in here. And I wouldn't overdo it on path and garden lights. I see people do that a lot, but I think what I probably would do is I might just kind of stagger them a little bit. I might throw one a little bit on the corner here. You could have one here, and then one on both edges, just because I think kind of like you had mentioned in your email, it will kind of create some symmetry in this little area. The other thing you could do too is just kind of stagger it where you have one here and then one kind of over here. Mind you, this does look like a little bit of a bigger area with those rock beds. So I might even do one over here, one kind of in here, and then one kind of over in here. And then you can continue across the front of the house here. The way I like using the path lights though is I like not overdoing them and staggering in between where I have those uplights. So say for example, I have my uplight here and here. I might have a path light kind of more on the corner, kind of one in the middle here, and then another one kind of over here, and then another one over here. And then same thing over here, kind of on the corner here, here, and here. So, you know, you'd maybe be 2 to 3 path lights here. You'd maybe have 1, 2, 3, you know, another 4 or so over here, another 3 or 4 over here, but really have them spread out in between where you have those uplights. So that's probably what I would do. Yes, you could definitely fit those all on one transformer. 150 watt transformer and wiring kit like this would easily handle that load of lights. You know, you'd have your wire, your waterproof connectors and everything. So that's probably what I would do. I think that's very similar to kind of what you were thinking. So I think you're definitely on the right track. If you need help customizing a kit based on that, let me know. You can always go on the website too and just, you know, add those different lights to your cart. You can even just choose the upgrade to the 35 watt equivalent ones, put as many of those as you need, and then add it to your cart, and then just keep going and add the rest of the things. And like I said, you could add that other wiring kit that you need, but if you need more help with it, please just let us know and we can always customize something for you as well. I wanted to also talk about making your controllers Wi-Fi really cost effectively and also running multiple zones. There is transformers out there where you can have one transformer that runs, say, a zone for your front and a zone for your back. In all honesty, they're pretty confusing to work and they get quite expensive, and there's some limitations and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to tell you a real cost-effective way of doing that, especially if you only have, like, say, a front yard and a backyard zone is if it doesn't matter, then just run them all off the same transformer. But if you want to control them separately, front yard, backyard, with simple on-off functions, the best way to do it is just with a simple Wi-Fi timer like this. So this is one we've used for a long time. It's from Wion. It works, it's weatherproof, it's great outdoors. There's literally tons of models out there that you can use. We just use this one because this is what we know and we haven't had a lot of issues with it. But basically all we've done is we've taken just a standard transformer that all it has is a simple on-off switch inside here that you flick on or off. And to bypass that, instead of putting like a photocell where now, you know, we got to be conscious of where we're putting that transformer so it's not in the shade so our lights don't come on too early, what we've done is two ways you can do this. One is we basically just taken our Wi-Fi timer, we've plugged it into our outlet, and then we've plugged our transformer into there. Sometimes the reason I like doing that is just because when you put these little things inside the box, which I'll show you, the Wi-Fi signal isn't as strong. It's sometimes cause some issues. But if you want to put it inside, it's pretty easy. You'll see the transformers and any of the good ones that you'll buy, not the Malibu or Moonrays or Hampton Bay or any of those garbage ones, but a good solid stainless steel one is going to have a setup like this where you have an on-off switch, and then you've got this little plug in here. And all you basically have to do is take this plug out and you plug your timer into there, and then you plug this back into there, and then all of a sudden that's inside, but this operates as what it would be like a photocell. And all this is, if you had any kind of old timer or photocell, it basically plugs into this kind of thing too. So that's how you make your system a Wi-Fi. And it doesn't matter if you have a smart home system and they make a compatible outdoor outlet, then just use that. If you have you're plugging on a Wi-Fi switch already that's inside the house, well then you don't even need that, because basically you can just plug this in, leave it in the on position, and then you control everything from whatever your smart home system is. And the reason I say that's a cost-effective way is because now if you want to do the front and the back, it's typically going to be cheaper for you just to get 2 transformers, 2 smart devices, and have a front and a back zone, as opposed to going and buying one of the programmable zoning ones. And not that I've got one in my house. I I get my stuff at cost, so I don't mind paying for it, but I know that a lot of you, and even myself, if I had to pay full price, I might not be paying for that zoning option, because realistically it's not something that we use a whole ton in a much more affordable way. Simple transformer, Wi-Fi timer, and you're set. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video presentation with some great tips and tools of how to go and properly and effectively light up your landscape. And be sure, if you want your own free consultation video, just send me an email at cal@lightingdoctor.ca with a few pictures of your property, and we'll get back to you with some really cool ideas and ways to go and effectively light your property. And be sure to watch the videos after this one for more tips on how to install landscape lighting, as well as how to light up your landscape the best way possible.